All right, a couple more things on adding value. Again, value is critical. You guys can all interview experts. Find someone like Patrick or myself that's an expert in your industry, and then share the interview via the blog, the podcast, your newsletters, however else you want to do it. And you can just go find one person a month. Very simple thing to do. How many of you guys are using video marketing of some sorts? We're in the age of YouTube. If you want to become more famous and have massive credibility, start sharing your expertise on video. Okay? Write this down. The 10 biggest mistakes that people make in your industry, just write it down and put it on a simple little video. Put them up on your website, throw them on YouTube and some of the other things. And again, if you guys don't have it, you guys all should have a newsletter. And the nicest thing, it doesn't cost you any money. When you see an article for those influential people in your network, pull out the article and send them the article. And if they're in the media, send them the little note along with it. These are just simple little things that I find that adds value for others. Here's a simple thing that, let me ask you this. If I showed you one idea, 15 minutes a day, and I guaranteed you could double your business inside of 2 years, most likely 1 year, but it would recession-proof your income, would you take 15 minutes a day to do it? Okay. I want you to all hand up your cards. I'm going to send you a note. Okay? Seriously, if you guys are interested, I want to see how many of you 6 months from today are going to go do this. Okay? I'll also give you guys some free CDs for some of you guys to throw up your cards. So here's the thing. Make your friends and loved ones feel great. You all have very large networks. Tell them how much you appreciate them. So if someone sent you a referral, sent you some business, you met someone here that really impressed you, send a personal note to them. Tell them how much you appreciate them. I send a lot of thank you notes. This is Stephen Pierce, my partner in Saying, one of the top online marketers in the world. A lot of times what I'll do is if I want to get to someone, I'll put a Starbucks card inside the little greeting card. You would not believe how simple and easy that is to do. And I'm talking Fortune 500 executives I've gotten to because I sent the assistant the Starbucks card and I sent them the same thing. So saying, are you saying thank you enough? Now, one of my favorite things is I take down people's birthdays. Put down, if you guys want, put down either your birthday or anniversary, and I'll show you the system that I use. I call people on their birthdays. I'll email them, I'll text, I'll send cards. You would not believe how much of a profound difference sometimes this can make. 2 years ago, true story, Ray Edwards, a copywriter, I sent him a card and I called him on their anniversary. His wife, when I got him on the phone, he said his wife was in tears. And I was like, what did I say? He's like, you were the only one that remembered it was on our anniversary. Our own family forgot. So some guy from Atlanta, Georgia, who she barely knew. Now, have you ever forgotten like a loved one, family, or friend's personal birthday or anniversary?
Never happened.
Never happened. Yeah. Guy, do you guys know the difference between important versus critical? It's important, for the women here that are married to remember their husband's birthdays, but it is critical for the husband to remember. Yeah. Big difference. So anyway, we have a system that we use that we automate a lot of this stuff so we don't forget, from calendaring systems and a whole lot of other things. Okay. All right. So let me close by one or two things. We talked about this. Okay. So here's my message in a nutshell. The more you give, the more you get. Okay? Less is more. And I want you to focus on more influential relationships. Who could you connect with today? Who could you cultivate relationships with that would totally transform your business? Okay? So if someone's maybe an architect and they had Trump as a partner, that would be a good thing. So really just kind of think about that. We started this, how much is that influential relationship worth? Okay? Because in many cases, it could be worth $50,000, $100,000, a couple $100,000. In many cases, millions of dollars for many of you. Okay? All right. So we talked about how to take a contact and quickly turn it into a connection. And now I want to show you how to take connections and turn more of it into some cash flow so you can dominate your business or dominate your industry and differentiate yourself from your competition. Okay? So here's the things if you guys are interested in learning more, are you guys glad Patrick had me here to share a few things with you? Did you guys learn a few things? What's the one idea that you guys are going to go implement this week? Because here's what I found. Ideas are a dime a dozen. It's the people that implement them that are priceless. Okay? I've gone to more seminars. You just got to implement one idea and go implement the next good idea. Okay? And if you're not technical like me, find someone who's a little more technical than you to go help you get some of those things done. So just real fast, just shout out, what's the one idea or two ideas that you guys... Embed the photo, the newsletter, what else? The 2 questions. Birthday cards. System for follow-up.
Time magazine.
The Time magazine. Camera. Yeah, get yourself into Time magazine. There you go. Yeah.
Send pictures of babies.
Send pictures of babies. Exactly. Yeah. All right, good. So again, it's all about implementing the one I do. Okay? Many of these things that I share with you, you can go implement, like, I'm talking within seconds of our conversation, and have a huge impact very fast. Okay? All right, so I'm just going to share, for those of you that want to learn more or take these skills to the next level, I promise you, it can take you to the top in a hurry. Okay? And so here's what I basically did. I have 2 things we put together. I have my book is coming out later this year, Connect and Grow Rich. I was just in the recording studio, and I shared some of the best strategies that I know. I mean, I've only had a little bit of time to share with you today. I went into the recording studio for several hours to do some videos and some audios. But bottom line, if you could connect quicker, easily, just with the key relationships, just imagine with what that kind of impact would make for your business. Okay, how many of you, if just one idea can double the amount of referrals, what would that mean to you guys? Okay, and really, what I'm all about is how do you forge these million-dollar relationships? How do you cultivate those key centers of influence in your networks here locally? Some of you guys might play on a local level, some of you guys may play statewide, and then there's probably some of you that play nationwide, and some of you guys may even play international in your business. Your products, I would think, probably could be an international product, I would think. It's good stuff. So anyway, what we've done on this one, I have, like I said, several CDs and some DVDs. And here's some of the other things that we included in it. Automated follow-up strategies. Really, how do you differentiate yourself from the competition? I know from what I heard earlier, one of the things that many of us need to work on is how to kind of like speak your business in 30 seconds or less, okay, or 15 seconds or less, okay? And we kind of go into some of these things. How many of you guys want to be an author or want to be a best-selling author? Okay. You should all really, I bet each and every one of you have a book in you. And anyway, we could show you some of those kind of things. And then we talked about Oprah, and we talked about Trump, and we talked about Branson. Well, I could show you some simple strategies on how to brand better just like them. Okay. So anyway, one option today is the 4 CDs and the DVD with the workbook. And it's $79 today if you guys are interested. And then the other option that I have for you is I did a home study program about a year ago, and people paid as much as $2,000 to be on the calls with me. And so here's what we did. It's all about really how to connect with the influential people, how to really effortlessly attract referrals. And I'll just read some of the things that we did. I share with you exactly what I said to Branson, where in 20 seconds he gave me his private email. Okay? I share with you the exact things that I did to connect with Larry King in 60 seconds, so he invited me to breakfast. I share the exact things that I do to follow up so I can build a relationship with some of these folks. Let's see. I did an interview, like I said, with my friend Ann Convery on how to speak your business in 30 seconds or less. So people, imagine this, are magnetically attracted to you when you're in front of your perfect clients within a few seconds and want to know more about what you do. We did a whole program with one of the top experts in the world on referrals, how to really maximize your referrals. I'm just looking through some of the highlights on this. I interviewed one of my friends who's one of the top brand experts in the country. I teach strategies on how to go all the different ways I know how to add value to anyone, so instantaneously you're able to cultivate new relationships. I interviewed, how many of you guys heard of We Are the World, or Hands Across America, or the Bee Gees, Kenny Rogers? Not lately. Anyway, one of my friends is a mentor to me, Ken Cragen. He doesn't really do interviews, but I had a chance to interview him on how the Hollywood elite become the movers and shakers. And he kind of shared with me some of these strategies, and that's one of the interviews in there. Anyway, we have how to become an expert very quickly. I could show many of you, because you raised your hands who want to be a book, how to get your book out of your head within about 12 hours and get that book out the door. Okay. So anyway, if any of these things interest you, we have over 25 audio hours in audio mentorship.